This I didn't already had like I remember when I had this motherfucking dream. And I woke up out the dream yelling Xenon. And when I woke up out the dream yelling Xenon, all I could think about was this place called Xenon. I guess I was at a planet or some shit like that. Shit was so crazy because I remember seeing this girl who she was on this TV show. I guess she was also on Degrassi. She played as Paisley or something like that. For some reason I just kept on thinking the name Paige. Anyway, I don't even know why that was significant. I really don't know why it was significant, but it was significant. So when I woke up out of the dream talking about Xenon, I was thinking XENON. That's where I was at. For some reason, when I woke up, and this was last year during May time, so 2020, May 2020, this is when I had this dream. Now, for some reason, recently, which is January 19th, 2021, I had a big fascination, an overwhelming sensation of remembering this moment and remembering that Xenon is a real place. So it made me look into it again. I had looked into it one time before and I had came across an article that was talking about something, but now when I look into it again, it feels like it makes way much more sense because I've also watched that movie. I mean, not movie, but I've also watched that series called Westworld. The series called Westworld by HBO, it makes so much of a difference to know about that show because it has a big correlation in it. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit from this article. It's an article that I came upon. It's called "The Star Children of Xenon" by Jeffrey M. Bell, and it says that it's a fictitious group, but anything that they try to tell us that's fake, like mythology type shit, they really be trying to give us the truth, but they don't want us to believe that it's the truth because they want us to believe in their bullshit ass truth, which is not no truth. It's a lie, of course, because it's a manipulation of perception. So look, let me tell y'all about this shit. It says the brief history, right? As the Star Children of Xenon organization was established. I ain't gonna name the amount of years ago because that's not relevant now. Well, from 2010, I guess it was 43 years ago from 2010, in Canada, by a creative pulp fiction writer named Thomas Edgerton, who claimed to be contacted by alien beings while hiking in the Cape Breton Highlands in Nova Scotia. During that life-changing event, he was allegedly brought aboard an advanced spacecraft and whisked to a distant planet called Xenon. There, he was supposedly informed by his host that humans were originally the offspring of Xenons, but that they had been genetically engineered to enable them to live on planet Earth. And he was told that the Xenons were distressed about the way in which their children had evolved, as they were now threatening other species and the entire planet's biosphere. Edgerton was told that he must organize a vanguard of morally elevated humans who must alter the current course of human development in order to ensure the survival of Earth and the security of the entire cosmos. That's deep. So, upon his return to Earth, Edgerton moved to Vancouver Island in British Columbia and recruited a small band of dedicated followers. Over the decades, the Star Children of Xenon has grown into a large international organization with branches in Canada, the US, Western and Eastern Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan, and it now numbers over 60,000 members, many with scientific training. Okay. Although his founder died in 1997, the Starseed Children is currently governed by a large, elaborate bureaucratic organization and has extensive land holdings on which it has built modern building complexes, including scientific laboratories and landing pads, in expectation of the return of the Xenons to Earth. Okay. Let me tell you something. So far, what this shit is talking about. Oh, I'm trying to get my lips right. Y'all know I'm still got that reptilian DNA. But look. Yeah. So the shit sound like the quote-unquote gods that came and basically started their DNA and their legacy on Earth. The original ones. I guess that's what it's talking. That's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it would be the Anunnaki or whichever original beings that first came to Earth. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's them. It sounds like when it comes to talk about Planet Nibiru or something like that, it sounds like this possibly could be it. So now, this is the beliefs. I'm going to go into the beliefs right quick. The belief that the Star Children of Xenon is a UFO cult, meaning an alien group, a cult, with an apocalyptic world transformative agenda. Now, don't that sound like what the fuck is that's happening right now? We are transforming the world. People who are enlightened are transforming the world. Morally elevated. Come on, man. All of this shit, it sounds like it's relevant. It's relevant right now. So this is the reason why I feel like, okay, this is actually some valuable information. In order to lay the groundwork for the peaceful return of Xenons to Earth, its members believe that they must quickly transform the consciousness of existing human societies, if necessary, by waging catastrophic violence against those morally debased humans who are threatening the survival of the planet and well-being of the entire cosmos. So it sounds like what it just said. They feel like they have to bring violence on those who are harming the planet, basically, who are causing a lot of harm, okay, and who are threatening the survival of the planet. Now, it also says, unless they succeed in elevating the consciousness of humans and eliminating those who are engaged in destructive activities, like I just said, the Xenons will not return to Earth as benefactors who will usher in a new age of human and technological progress, but will instead return in order to eradicate their own genetically engineered offspring. And that means that they will return to get rid of the rotten ones. That's basically what the shit just said. Given their pronounced emphasis on employment of scientific methods and development of advanced technologies, the leaders of the Star Children of Xenon can be characterized as techno fetishists. That is so funny. Like, not funny, but it's like mind blowing, because it sounds like it's accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like, people who, everything that it's describing, like one like myself, you feel me? Like, my major in high school was computer technology. You know what I'm saying? I know how to build a computer and all that shit. Like, I'm really tech savvy. Like, so me and a lot of other people who are enlightened, they are very tech savvy. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely see where it talks about that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all intellect shit. Technology is high intellect shit. You know what I'm saying? So it also says, hence, they are experimenting with genetic engineering and seeking to develop advanced mass casualty weapon systems, including radiological and nuclear weapons in their laboratory complexes in several countries. This is viewed as necessary in the event that its Star's Children of Xenon is particularly concerned with targeting industrial societies, in particular the U.S., Germany, Russia, China, and India, which they believe are applying their technologies. My bad, y'all. I'm a little excited. Technologies in destructive ways that have resulted in contaminating the biosphere and may threaten to destroy the entire planet in devastating wars. Okay. So, I'm going to continue now. It says the group structure. The group structure, the Star Children of Xenon is a highly centralized and bureaucratized international organization which is composed of a dizzying array of diverse functional components and a host of front organizations. Ordinary group members are not privy to the activities of the most secretive components of the organization, meaning they be keeping a lot of stuff hidden. In particular, the group's private secret service, the Stargazers, its paramilitary security forces, the Star Troopers, its aggressive legal apparatus, the Star Chamber, and its laboratories, which are engaged in genetic engineering experiments or refining weapons delivery systems. Hence, there is a select and restrictive leadership group, the Star Command. Whose members are divided into several specialized functional components that effectively runs the organization in an authoritarian top-down fashion, meaning it's structured like a pyramid. Okay, so that's representational with the pyramids. And this is, remember, we talking alien shit. This is alien shit. So let me continue. Moreover, the Star's Children of Xenon contains components that are specifically designed to monitor ideological deviations or disruptive behaviors, in which case it compels the individuals so identified to undergo systematic re-education and perform hard labor in secret detention facilities that have been labeled gulags by former members. Lower level administrative components take their orders directly from recruit new members. I'm gonna start that sentence over. Lower level administrative components take their orders directly from the senior leadership group, and a number of Star Children of Xenon. Well, I'm gonna just start using the abbreviation SCX because that's what they use in this article. And a number of SCX front groups have been established to recruit new members and raise funds. Example: human improvement, psychotherapy groups, educational organizations, addiction treatment groups, because a lot of I'm trying to remember what's the name, what they call them, the indigo. A lot of the indigo children, which I'm part of that too. The indigo children, they struggle with addictions and stuff like that, with substances and stuff like that. Like, trust me, I know a lot of spiritual people, a lot of people who are very spiritual, they have trouble with things that help them escape, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And it's because shit, we foreign to this earth. You feel me? Like, we foreign. Even though we connect with nature and everything else like that, it's like our spirit, we know we not from here. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like we need something to help cope with dealing with being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is, yeah, I can understand this shit. This shit is, It's mind-blowing for real. So let me continue. It also says charitable organizations, science fiction readings and film clubs, and civil rights organizations. So they have interactions with that too. They have influence in that too. The latter devote most of their time and energy to opposing all efforts by governments and private lobbying groups, no matter how legitimate, to crack down the problematic behavior of various alternative religions and other types of non-mainstream groups, including the SCX itself. So it goes on to talk about leadership and membership. So I'll read this last little paragraph. It's really two more, but it's not too much it's not too much that it really elaborates in these next coming paragraphs. So I'm gonna just give you this next one, and that's about it. So it says the SCX numbers approximately 60,000 members internationally, the bulk of whom come from relatively high SES strata in their respective countries and are relatively well educated. Most have college degrees, many in the fields of psychology, social psychology, and creative writing. And nearly 800 members have received graduate level training in various desired technical and scientific fields, such as astronomy, metallurgy, biochemistry, microbiology, physics, and engineering. Some of these scientists previously worked in their fields in the private sector before joining the group. In short, the SCX has made a sustained effort to recruit members with relatively high levels of scientific expertise. If you're into science, you may be special, like super special, like super special. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, we waking up, yo, our DNA is is definitely helping us remember who we are, where we come from, what we do, where we've been. You know what I mean? I just feel like I need to say this, you know what I mean? Because I resonate a little bit with this. You feel me? I do. So even if there may be other information that correlates to this and may be more elaborating on this subject, on this type of group, on these, you know what I'm saying, on these group of people, what it talks about, it just, to me, this sounds a lot like Westworld type shit. Like, it really does. And the fact that, you know what I mean, I went to this place in my dream and then I woke up talking about this shit, and now I read on this article, even if it says that it's a fictitious group, man, this is too much fucking information that actually makes a lot of sense, considering that there is so much I want to say considering so much, like, I guess correlation. It's a little bit difficult for me to get my words out, considering I'm a little bit excited to talk about this type of shit. But yeah, like, it's a lot involved. It's a lot involved with all of this. Like I said, they want you to believe a whole bunch of other things, but it's deep. It gets deep. So the resources. It says the SCX is a vast international organization with tens of thousands of members and very significant financial resources. Informed observers have estimated that the group has access to hundreds of millions of dollars, which have been strategically placed into bank accounts all over the world, including those in notorious offshore financial havens. This money derives from many sources, ranging from donations provided by numerous wealthy supporters and members, including celebrity movie stars, shrewd investments in international financial markets, equity from extensive real estate holdings, worldwide sales of SCX literature, and promotional materials. The high fees charged by the group's psychotherapy, addiction treatment, and educational organizations for services rendered, favorable judgments and lawsuits initiated by the Star Chamber against former members and external critics over the release of copyrighted materials. The free labor performed by its own members who work long hours and the confiscation of a significant percentage of the assets of the individuals who join the organization. Yo, this sound like this. This sound a little bit like a Illuminati organization, no cap. Like real shit. This sound like what the Illuminati really the fuck is, bro. This that's what the fuck this shit sound like, yo. No cap. That's what it sound like. Like it sound like, cause it talks about the millions of dollars. It talk about and the way they word that shit is like so intellect, but it's like so straightforward to the point where you have to break it down and look at other things, you know what I'm saying, to relate it to your actual life. This shit sound like Illuminati, bro. Like in a way, bro. Like real shit. I'm just saying. But it says over the deck. It said okay. It also says. It says like it says, confiscation of a significant percentage of the assets of the individuals who join the organization. What do you think happens to a lot of these celebrities and shit like that when they fucking die? Like, I'm talking about like the richest motherfuckers when they die. Their assets and everything they got get confiscated. Like, what the fuck you think happened to the pharaohs? Like, bro, like, man, this shit is crazy, bro. Like, for it to be in this and for me to find it through some shit that I seen in my dream, like some shit that I felt like was important out of my dream, bro. I don't see nobody else talking about no shit like no XENON. And the craziest thing is, XENON, I do remember it vaguely, like the actual, the words and shit like that, like XENON. I remember hearing that shit when we was like kids, like back in the 90s. And now it's making me curious and making me even more encouraged to look at the whatever video or movie that was. Because there was a movie in the 90s. I think it was a Disney Channel movie or some shit like that. Talk about XENON, but it was not spelled this way. So look, it also says, over the decades, several governments have charged the SEX with engaging in fraudulent, illicit, and criminal activities of various types, including the bribery of influential politicians and high-ranking officials. But its operations are so sophisticated that it has been very difficult to obtain convictions. God damn, boy. That means they get away with that shit, man. Real shit. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. When I find some more information, I'll be tuned. I mean, I'll be sure to let y'all know some more. But man, this shit deep, bro. Something else to think about, man. 100, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm bringing shit for you to think about, man. Like real shit. So this is one of the videos. This is one of my first videos that I'm just going to continue to kick out, giving y'all some, you know what I'm saying, some brain food. You know what I mean? Some shit that'll stimulate your mind, kick your motherfucking your wiring. I forgot what you really call it, the receptors and all that shit. Yeah. I'm help y'all stimulate y'all shit so y'all can goddamn start tapping in and waking up and, you know what I'm saying, figuring out some more shit. You know what I mean? Don't let everybody do everything for you. You get ready to start thinking for your motherfucking self. Yeah, 100, y'all. I'll holla at y'all. I love y'all. Peace.